Motherfucker, I've been talking on mute for the last 5 minutes, and I didn't even realize it. I really am out of practice on this. Um, yeah, yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, so I guess we'll start from the top. Yeah, welcome back to the stream. I know it's been a hot minute since I ran a stream. Things have gone on both in my personal life and also just been really busy. Went to Origins at the end of last month down in Columbus, Ohio, which was a great time. Played a bunch, well, not played, ran a bunch of Starfinder games, met a lot of really cool people, had a lot of fun, and just an absolute blast. But circumstances were what they were, and I ended up not being able to stream again until today, just because I've been so exhausted. Personal things in my life going on, keeping me busy, and just making it so that I just was not able to get to my stream time. In addition, my work hours did change at work, so I'm getting off an hour later than normal on my day job. So these streams will starting an hour later than what you might be used to. But we're going to try to keep this nice flat 7 o'clock start time, which we kind of bled over a little bit today, just because of the fact that, technical difficulties. But yeah, we are going to be playing Legend of Dragoon, from an original PS1 copy on a PS2 hardware, ran through a AV to HDMI converter that does a little bit of upscaling, so it might look a little bit better than you might remember it, but it's obviously not on a CRT, so it doesn't have the fun effects that we used to make things look better on CRTs back in the day. And it's not going to be the super blocky, crisp pixeliness that the new PS5 copy is, that you can use through the emulated copy on there. And I know I've heard that the port to the PS5 and PS4 has kind of got a little bit of jank issues. I don't know if they've patched it, but I remember hearing whenever it first got ported back from the PS3 store to the PS5 that if you used any of the dragon magics, your game would just lock up, so you just couldn't use them. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's a cool feature, right? That's, yeah. But yeah, so we'll be playing this copy. It is my original PlayStation copy, not even the, $20 Greatest Hits Special Edition. It is the original, but it was a pre-owned copy that I got back in the day, and I'm old as dirt. And as such, you can see that I got it for $14.99, not the much steeper price that a pre-owned copy of Legend of Dragoon would net you today. This copy is not in good shape for collectors. At a 0 now, yeah, honestly, I know it would be necessary if I wanted to improve the value to get that sticker off of there, but, I don't know, this game is near and dear and precious to my heart, and as such, it's going to keep this mark of me being old as shit and getting this in the bargain bin. I never had a PS1 back in the day. You wish younger me didn't trade in for other games. Honestly, I'm very gifted in the fact that my dad, growing up, was the primary procurer of many of my games. Growing up, I had an NES and a Super Nintendo that were originally his, and then, he ended up getting an N64 for the house. We were never a PlayStation household. We never had a PS1. So I never got to play a lot of the old PS1 RPGs. But whenever the PlayStation 2 came out, we ended up getting a PlayStation 2 because it looked really cool. I can't remember what we got at launch. We got a couple games at launch, but I remember ATV Off-Road Fury was one of them. And that game was stupid fun for something that should not be fun. But then I'm like, wait, I have a PS2, it's backwards compatible. I can pick up those old PlayStation 1 games that I wanted with my birthday money or my Christmas money or whatnot. And so I bargain bin dove and grabbed, a lot of old PlayStation 1 RPGs, Legend of Dragoon, Parasite Eve, Chrono Cross, which, we just finished playing, I've actually got Parasite Eve sitting here just for the hell of it because, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll do that next. Um, but I played through a bunch of them, but as a kid in that era, I ended up getting busy with personal life, schooling, and whatnot, so a lot of them I didn't beat, but I have a lot of nostalgia and love for the vibes of that era. So this is one of my favorite possessions I have from that era. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I got it for 14.99. This game is not in good shape. Like you can see, there's a crack in the case right here. I was a dumb kid. I took care of my things to a good extent. Like I didn't blow in my cartridges because I was taught, because my dad, you know, taught me responsibility, that blowing in the cartridges just adds moisture and causes problems. So I was conditioned from a young age not to damage my games, but I was still a kid and clumsy and dumb. So the most notable feature of my copy is the fact that the front cover is literally barely hanging on. Barely. Like, holy fuck, barely. Um, but yeah, I miss old instruction manuals. They were so nice. But yeah, like the game, it's got a lot of really nice, fun art. Most of it is like captures that were obvious into cinematics in the game, if I remember correctly. Just so they're just kind of like spoilery. Lots of instructions. A little bit of story in here. If it doesn't go through the story blurb in the beginning of the story, I'll probably read it real quick just to give us a little bit of that background. Because a lot of games, nowadays, they just kind of dump at monologues on you in the beginning, but some games back in the day, they were just like, yeah, read the fucking book. That's where the lore is. But yeah, it tells you, you know, about the different games. Ooh, there's an elements chart. I remember wanting one of these for Chrono Cross. So obviously different elements have colors. Most of them are obvious: water, blue, fire, red. But I also have a list of the opposites in here. Um, and all of the opposites make sense. Wind is opposite lightning. Wind is opposite earth. Earth is opposite wind. It's not like a four. I can't wait for the top tier VA in those cinematics. Oh god, I don't even remember. So, I'm excited now, Zeranis. Um, yeah, and then there's Thunder Magic, which is magenta for some reason, but has no opposite, and neither does non-elemental. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of interesting things in here. Lots of information about the game. Not too much of any note to bring up, like character bios or whatnot yet, I don't think. There's a nice little full party spread in the middle of the booklet. It's something. Yeah, we'll see. Cool little art of a bunch of the different dragons and stuff. Yeah, it seems like the rest of the book is literally just Okay, here we go. We got the bios of the characters. We'll go through those as we get through the game. But the first character, who is our main character, is a character named Dart, who we will know that he is a brave and loyal warrior swordsman sworn to avenge the death of his parents by destroying the Black Monster. He carries the soul of a dragoon. His destiny will take him in far beyond a simple quest for revenge. But yeah, other than a couple character bios, there's only 4 character bios, which is kind of like, okay, that's interesting. But yeah, other than that, we've got the $14.99 Prima Strategy Guide ad on the back, which I should go grab that. Saw some actual recent fan art for just this last week. Do you got it handy? I'd love to see it. I do love fan art from this game. But yeah, like honestly, this box, I already have the I already have the first disc inserted, but the first disc has got this nice backing art of the two main characters. If you don't remember, PS1 discs were black. That's a fun feature. Also, you'll notice this disc is kind of scratched. Discs are hard to take care of, and PS1 discs were not very good at keeping away from scratches. But yeah, then we got, disc 3 and disc 4, which is backed by the back of some dude's head. You know, nice, fun, magical thing. But yeah, so the synopsis on the back, the big reason that I bought this game, the synopsis on the back was, "A peaceful beginning. The legend was born 10,000 years ago. A violent uprising. A civilization of flying creatures enslaved the human race. A bloody war. In a bid for freedom, the humans harnessed the spiritual forces of dragons in triumph. Tranquility and harmony exist between all, but the past and the future are about to collide. Unveil a fantasy of magnificence, deception, magical combat, and retribution." Gives the nice little bullet points of the game. And the journey that seeks the past ends, and the journey to discover today begins. Unleash the spirit of the Dragoons, and discover your destiny. Thanks for dropping that in the Discords around us. I'll post it up. I'll look at it in a bit. But yeah. So yeah, I'll put this case down. Debating going and grabbing the strategy guide, because I'm pretty sure I have the strategy guide in my bookshelf, in the front room. But I don't remember. So that's a fun thing. And I'm not going to derail it for anything, because I do not need a strategy guide in the beginning of the game. At all. Period. But, without further ado, I don't know why I put the book away, because we might read out of it in a minute. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the game. God, I haven't heard the PS1 boot up noise in forever, and now I kind of want to hear the terrible version of it, if you know what I mean. Just realized they finally patched my event list, so I can switch that back to a 3 limit, because for some reason there was a hot minute there that it was, yeah, doing stupid stuff. Alright, Elgato might be slightly loud. Okay, I think that'll be a little bit more comfortable of a volume for the game. Slight crackle like an old record going on. Does it sound a little bit better now? I mean, we are running through an analog to digital converter, so... Yeah, I don't remember this opening video at all, but the music's pretty. This is legitimately, like, I think this might be the only voiced track on the entire album. I don't know why. Yeah, album. That's the right term for a soundtrack, is an album. Alright, and here's the main menu. I don't know why, like, this opening screen reminds me of, like, hieroglyphics. And I don't know if it's intended to, but it does. Oh, this was just solid 2000? I thought this was earlier than 2000, but I guess it's not. Okay, I'm turning the game volume down a little bit more, because that music does not need to be that friggin' loud. Okay, now the music just goes away. Alright, yes, let's turn it on mono sound. Yes, vibrate on. We always want vibrate. Vibrate is a cool feature. New game. I don't even remember how the hell this game opens. But yeah, honestly, that opening track is kind of a banger. It kind of reminds me of, like, some of the Final Fantasy XIV cinematic tracks. Oh, the game starts with a bunch of stampede and a bunch of vibration. Yeah, they probably could have used a more upbeat track for this.
Great Commander, this way.
So, this is her.
Oh yeah, this is solid 90s anime dub voice acting quality. And I'm not talking about 4Kids. Okay, so the moon is imbuing the girl's forehead with a beam.
Indeed. Put her in custody.
Indeed. Indeed what? Please explain yourself, kind sir.
It is His Majesty, Emperor Dole's command to take that girl into custody.
Who is she?
That is not your concern.
Oh yeah, this is bad voice acting. Oh, now we got hella vibrations. Like you can physically see the controller shaking. It's vibrating so much. Glad I didn't put it down on the table. You guys would have been deafened. I'm not sure why the game audio would be a little strange. Oh, you know what? I know why. I'm being dumb. I think I'm being dumb. I could be wrong. Maybe now it's fixed? Not sure. Okay, yeah. If I do that, it just kills the audio entirely. I think I think I was sending the game audio to you guys twice. Now it's on monitor only, so you should hear my feed, I think, instead of both my feed and the Elgato's feed. Because that's not necessary. Alright, let me know if the audio clears up, Zeranis. Okay, the Green-Tusked Dragon, Fairbrand. And then we jump off of rocks. Chapter 1, Serdian War. Nice bird noises. Chance of war more likely. I hope it's just a rumor. This is just okay, so that's the stampede of people leaving the sacked village. Awesome, thank you, Zeranis. Who are you? Are you a mercenary of Basil? I'm pronouncing it Basil because I refuse to pronounce it Basil. Answer! What are you doing? Are you drawing a sword against us? What is... What the heck is this? Alright, we're gonna fight a giant praying mantis. Ah! I gotta do something or I'll be killed! Oh wait, I'm a dumbass. That thing that I thought was an insect on the last screen is what it was saying was the greenhorn dragon, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm 100% a dumbass on that one. What a monster! It's coming! That's what she said. Ugh. Who are you? Shh. If you don't want to die... I love how the village raid is super chill and calm music, and then that's just proper battle music during an escape sequence. They're really not hitting the right musical tones right now. Thank you for saving me. What the heck was that? It's a dragon. Dragon? But it's strange. That village could have been easily destroyed without a dragon. Eh? The village? Are you talking about Celes? Then those soldiers were... There won't be anything left by now. Celes is my village! Oh my god? That man must be... No, there is no way. This is a nice little landscape pan effect for a PS1 game. Oh no, my god! I just love how there's just a chunk of leaves. I didn't know that leaves flew in chunks. Where is everybody? I feel like I should be voice acting Dart with a deeper voice. You didn't get enough killing! Hehehe, it may be enough if I kill you! It might be enough if I kill you! Let's just kick him. Such a cringe-ass line. Oh, a mercenary? Isn't it a little late for you to show up? Soldier of Imperial Sandora. Shut up! What are you doing here? Can't you see? We're gonna occupy this area, and these worms were in our way. Occupy? Were you sent by the Imperial Army? Even if we were, it's none of your business. You're gonna die soon. Oh right, I forgot the weird art smear effect on the battle openings. I gotta decide if I should do a lower voice or this whiny nerd voice for Dart. Cause I mean his picture makes him look like this kind of depressing looking dude. But he's got the fuck, I forgot what that band is called. The band has a specific name, but it's supposed to represent fierceness, dedication, things like that. So it's he should be yeah, I'm a tough guy. But at the same time, he feels like a shonen anime protagonist, so I feel like he should have a whiny voice. This game has explained jack shit. Alright, so I have 2 healing potions that restore half my health and a burnout. S attack, flame multi. I assume that means it attacks multiple people. I got guard and I've got attack. Yeah, this is not a game that seems to tutorial you. Yes! Yeah, so what we just saw on screen is the addition system, which is the combat system of this game. And yeah, it's basically let's play QTE events to get bonus damage. Yes. See, if I complete the thing, it's good. Yes. Getting the timing right was always a struggle for me, and doing it through a capture card is probably also going to be somewhat of a struggle for me. Yes. I got it 2 out of 4 times, though. Alright, got 2 more healing potions, 4 experience, 6 gold. I always do love, in the beginning of RPGs, when the numbers are just so fucking low, it's adorable. Oh, you're right. He does have voice acting in there. I'm dumb. Double slash. Are you really Dart? Yes, it's me. Why is Celis under attack? War. Imperial Sandora attacked us. Yeah, I didn't know it was Imperial Sandora, you know, I just knew on their banner plates that they were Knights of Imperial Sandora. I succeeded at my recall knowledge check, old man. I didn't need to know that. What about the truce? Yeah, suddenly, I didn't imagine they could come to such an outlying area. I do love how, this just is this tiny little village, it feels like, the vibe that they've given off so far. Yet the military came here and assaulted it, and the old man's like, yeah, it's war! It's not just some skirmish, it's not just some random attack, no, it's war! If only I had come back sooner! There is something you have to do. Shanna. Rescue Shanna. Only you can. And dead. What about Shanna? Hey, wait! He's dead, Jim. He's gone. Can I loot his corpse? Already dead. Acquired burnout. And I believe this is a save point. So let's go ahead and open our menu. Oh yeah, we got jazzy menu music. Oh. It's almost like an echo effect that they actually put on the menu. I'm not sure I like that. You love the menu music? The music reminds me of old dungeon crawlers. Like the early Super Nintendo dungeon crawlers, or like old school PC dungeon crawlers. But I'm not a fan of the menu sound so far. Okay, I like that note. Note? Off half stay? Okay, I gotta look up what the fuck that means. Because, you know, there's no menu that explains the menu. That's a thing they do in newer games because they don't have manuals. Okay, so the config menu in the book has, I don't know if you can see this, but it's got vibrate, sound, and morph. It does not have note in there. So that's a fun fact. Yeah, so I don't know what the difference between these are. Maybe I have to look that up later. Let's replace. Oh, that's how I can switch characters. So anyways, while we're on this menu, I'm gonna take a minute to read the backstory. So the backstory as it is written in the game, and in the booklet, is... The legend was born 10,000 years ago, and began with the divine tree. Nothing could compare to its mystical powers. It is said that this massive yet graceful entity gave birth to all living things. According to the Google, note are the arrows showing you the various entrances and exits on a map, and the arrow above Dart's head. Oh! I could have sworn there was a toggle button on the controller that did that, but I guess having it in the menu works too, but... Okay, yeah, weird that they wouldn't cover that in the book, though. Okay. It is said that this massive, yet graceful entity gave birth to all living things. One after another, races of plants, animals, and unique beings fell from its branches, and life spilled forth over the land. The 105th race born of the tree was the powerful dragons. These towering winged destroyers should strike terror into anyone who beheld them. In time, their dragon spirit would be revered and worshipped. The 106th race was the human race. These peaceful beings lived a quiet agrarian existence in harmony with the world. Described no human ever. The 107th race was the formidable Winglies. These flying conquerors set out to build great floating cities and gain dominion over all living things. In time, their aggression enslaved the passive human race with little resistance. The spirit of the divine tree coursed through all its offspring. The races took their place on Earth, filling the desolation with lushness and activity. But the beauty of the tree could not hide an ugly blemish in the land of floating cities. The Winglies reigned supreme. The humans were enslaved. Divided by hatred, a battle for freedom would ensue. Both thought the very survival depended on victory over the other. According to legend, the humans enlisted the help of the dragons. Drawing on magical forces, the humans became Dragoon warriors, harnessing the savage power and soul of the dragons. Dragoons were supernatural warriors who attacked with fierce combat skills and deadly magic. They overpowered the Winglies in a bloody confrontation. The humans prevailed, and they learned to coexist in peaceful harmony. But beneath the tranquility lurks a mysterious prophecy. Love, revenge, death and destruction, a black monster, the emergence of another race. No one knows what its presence will bring. Eternal peace and happiness for all? Or the darkest evil imaginable? The past and the future are about to collide. Behold your destiny. So that's kind of an ominous opening. So there's this world tree that spawns races of beings, dragons, humans, and winglies, which are apparently not in the first 100. Don't ask me what 1 through 103 was. We just chose 105 to start at and said, fuck it. That's the vibe I got from that story. I guess they might be saying that there's 104 different other things other than humans, dragons, and winglies in the world. I don't know. I guess maybe there's exactly 104 enemy units. I don't know. But yeah. That's our backstory that we're going in with. Yeah, so we've got this addition system. Looks like a golf scorecard. But the different attacks, if I remember correctly, you can see up there it does say next level 2 out of 20. I've succeeded on it twice. Once I succeed on it 20 times, then it levels up and does more damage, if I remember correctly. Oh, I guess I did save. Why is everybody in this town... Plos! Why is everybody in this town an old man? Hang on. Ah. That voice. Is that you, Dot? Also, I know it's supposed to represent that, like, this dude has, like, a robe with, like, a strip of fabric down the middle showing, but it makes it look like he has a supremely long, sagely beard. This way. Oh, there's another cloud of leaves. It's just a light wound. I guess. I was lucky. But look at this village. If only you came back earlier. It's about Shauna, too. What's wrong with Shanna? She was taken away. It seems Shauna was their primary purpose. Do you know where they went? I don't know. Dramatic music change when you can't even see what's going on yet. Gotta love it. I'm gonna make him talk. Besting a private is no reason to be confident. Where did you take Shauna? Shauna. Don't worry about her. She must be receiving the courtesies of Helena Prison. By now. Thank you for the follower, Mega RPG Fan 86. Helena? Surprised, huh? We specifically invited only that woman. You must be kidding. You attacked the village only to kidnap Shauna? Exactly. But don't worry. I will let you follow them. Although not to Helena. To hell! I do love... Like, I love me a good cringe in my story. Like, honestly, a good cringe... Okay, so... I want to try this burnout, because it says multi. I'm wondering if it'll hit everybody. Okay, it does not look like... That was a real Arnie line there. Yeah... Okay, so I know these guys will die in 2 hits. Let's see how much this burnout does. Okay, so QTE to do 1 damage. Consumable item to deal 1 damage, or fail my QTE for 2. It's okay, I've got 4 healing potions. I'm at half health.
Yes. Double slash.
Ah! That's awfully cheeky of you. Whoa!
Here.
Alright, I think now's a good time to heal. Maybe. Oh, so he's gonna use a burnout on me. 1 damage. Okay, oh, he gets 9? Ooh!
Yes. Double slash.
Double slash!
Yes.
Ah, I missed it that time. So he used a healing potion and only healed 4. So I guess he only has 8 HP total.
Yes. Double slash.
Double slash! This dude just keeps popping items. He's just like, I've got the bottomless pit, I'm the commander, I've got all the money, here you go!
Here. Yes. Double slash.
First boss down. I got 2 healing potions and burnout back. I basically just got back the items that I used. So that's cool. And that's a level! Volcano, new edition. Did that dude just die? Oh, no. Dart, you are going to go rescue Shana, aren't you? I won't stop you, but be careful. Your journey is not yet over, is it? No. You can count on us about sellers. There should be enough people who can still move. Thank you. I'm gonna get a good voice down for Dart, eventually. When I settle everything, I'll be back. With Shana. I do love how that dude's head leans back like he died. Alright, there's just 2 children. This is revenge for everybody! Revenge! Fucking kids! Stop it, it's me! Is it Dart? Both of you have grown up. Dart! Sandora! Sandora got everybody! I got them. Everything is okay now. Everybody's dead. Not everybody. What? Not everyone was killed, so you have to help the people in the village. I'm trying to imitate his voice by remembering the double slash in my head, so all of my lines are coming out really aggressive sounding. So I will rescue Shanna. Indeed. Do what you can. I'll get medical herbs. Me too. And the child vanishes. Lo and I can take care of what's going on here. Okay, now she's back out. Like, she straight up just vanished at first. I was like, why is she gone? Yeah, that's what I thought. Pressing right bumper just seems to turn them on and off. I bet you if I look in the menu, it's set to off right now. Yep. Yeah, R1 just toggles between them. Can I go in the well? Can little Timmy get stuck in the well? Can't go in that building. I wonder how Shanna is doing. Well, she's in a prison, buddy. I don't think she's doing very well. It was a nightmare. The fire set by Sandora scorched the entire village to the ground. I do love how they have 2 different models for the children, and so far we've had 3 of the same old man. Dart, you shamelessly came back. Because you weren't here, damn. What were you gonna do about my feelings towards Shanna? I don't care about you, kid. We wanted to ask for help from Indel's castle, but they say there is a guardian living in the limestone cave on the way, and we couldn't go. Master Tasman! You are Dart! You are safe! I taught you how to use the sword. I won't be killed so easily. But we were outnumbered. I couldn't stop them by myself. You already heard about Shanna. I am heading to Helena. Then have a match with me before you go. I want to see if you have the ability to rescue Shanna. Yes, Master, please. Then show your true power. Don't even think about being easy on me because of my injury. Shall we begin? If this guy just owns me, I'll just laugh my ass off. Oh god, I'm still low on health from the boss battle. I will remind you about the ABCs of sword fighting. I taught you. Okay, so addition skills, select attack command. Okay, so then the timing sight appears. Boom, do the double slash.
Yes.
My health legitimately doubled.
Yes.
I don't know why I can't do it now. I'm gonna do it once at least perfectly.
Yes. Yes.
Why was it not double slash? Did it automatically switch me over to Volcano? Okay. I did it once. I'm fine. Counterattacking. Enemies don't wait around to be attacked. Sometimes they fight back. During the attack, they might show hints of a counterattack. Oh. Press the circle button when the counterattack sight appears. Failure exposes you to an attack and you're blown away. A multiple attack ends there. Okay.
Yes.
I totally just pressed circle when it turned red, because I'm a genius.
Yes.
I remember not being good at these QTEs. Like, I don't know if it's just delay or what, or if they're just very sensitive.
Go. Volcano.
Okay, so it automatically put Volcano on me. That makes sense. Yes, good. Defense. Okay, so defending recovers HP a little bit and halves damage. Plus it completely protects against attacks that cause an abnormal status. Cool. Obtaining additions is just level ups? Okay, so it literally just tells me, make sure you use your skill. Instead of just using what sounds the most powerful, use what you can do the best. I'm going to go on a journey soon. If you think you need to practice more, ask me now. Can I read any of the gravestones? I'm praying for them. What's this? Acquired Stardust. Okay, cool. I don't know what that does, but I guess good thing that I neurotically check things. But, done with the town. Helena Prison. Stereotypical fantasy dungeon. I love how that prison guard or whatever the fuck it was is like BDSM gear. Be good in there. Who the heck is the girl? You can tell me. The world's future rests on her. That's it? This is enough information for you. Those of you who do not grasp the value should just do what the order says. I am not taking your orders. Only His Majesty Dole can order me. Anyway, you must remember this. If you make a scratch on her, it'll cost more than your head. This is a message from Emperor Dole. Is it really? Is it really a message from Emperor Dole? Or did you just say that because the other dude just said that he only listens to Dole? Ah! You just fucking yeeted one of his own guards to his death because of the fact that he was annoyed. What a piece of shit. South of Serdio. Okay, so that's interesting. So L2 and R2 change the zoom levels, and it's very literal. So we need to get to Helena Prison. No entry. No entry. Alright. We have to go through Forest. I mean, the forest doesn't have a name, it's just Forest. Did I have any way to heal? Or am I just relying on potions for now? Like, do you have anything to equip? No, I don't. So the additions... I don't know what SP is. See, the nice thing is new games actually explain shit a little better. Whereas old games, you had to open up the menu sometimes. Not the menu, the booklet. I'm wondering if that's why I ripped my cover. Oh, cool. There's no details about additions in here. That's a wonderful feature, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's in the additions sections on executing them. Probably not, but... Nope. Doesn't say shit. So I can switch between the two. I think I'm gonna get double slash to level 2 just to see what it looks like. Because it's definitely gonna be a lot easier to level up than Volcano. Rabbits! Or rabbit-like creatures. I lost the squirrel. Oh well. In these troubled times, you have to protect yourself. What do you think? Wanna buy something? Sure, let's buy something. I like how they must have had a character space issue because they did not put a space between number and the number. Like, number 2 kept, number 4 kept. Definitely a little bit of an English there. Okay, so multi means multiplier, not multiple targets. Charm Potion reduces risk of encounter. I don't want that, I want XP. Body Purifier nullifies poison, stunning, arm blocking. Get one just in case. Don't you want to know how to use the items? I can teach you that. Sure. Yes, please. Here we go. Let's begin. I'm pretty sure there's just going to be tutorials about the different items, but I don't know why. What do you want to talk about? Okay, attack items damage, because apparently I only know how to use multipliers. Okay, so basic damage is determined by its magic power, mat, and the attributes. Frankly, an item is magic with a form, so if you have more magic power, the results will be greater. Next are elements, 8 elements. Yep, we already talked about this earlier, so this is the point. Never forget opposing combinations of fire and water, earth and wind, light and darkness. Using the opposite doubles, and using an attacking item with the same element halves the damage. Elements appear when you select an enemy in battle. The window color lets you know which one. Okay, that's cool. So the enemy's window tells me. Okay, yeah, we know there's the 8 elements. Okay, so red is fire, blue is water. Okay, so instead of indicating colors clearly, the colors are indicated as the background of the window. How do you use a multiplying item? I'm pretty sure this is going to tell me to double tap, to keep tapping A. Believe it or not, the damage increases! Work hard enough and you can prolong the multiplying time? Okay, that's interesting. Alright, let's see how fast I can do this. I got up to 110 last time. Oh, 184. Okay. That's definitely more sizable compared to what it was at first. Alright, old man. Merchant, you're not an old man. Thank you, merchant. You're a good dude. This game must have sold a fair amount of turbo controllers. I mean, the turbos only... Come again, I'll teach you how to use the items anytime you want. The turbos would make sense for the multis, but the multis are just on items. Like, I feel like if there was a controller that could set... I feel like memory controllers would have been better. Because if you could have set, like, a key button press in the exact right timing, then you could master the additions perfectly. Cool, healing potion. Hello again, random spree of wind leaves. Like, okay. Charm potion. Fucking random encounters. It's been a while since I've dealt with actual random encounters in a game. Okay, I've only got 2 of these burnouts. But I'm gonna use one on the assassin cock. It's a killer cock! Yeah. Let's see how fast I can get this and how high I can get this and if I can just one-shot the enemy. $186? Only 5 points of damage. Again, I can do better with my double slice. Okay, now they said guarding not only does it have the damage, but it also restores some health. So let's see how much it heals. Okay, 6. So I can heal half my health with a potion, or I can heal double what the enemy deals with a guard. I'll get myself up about halfway, and then I'll just kill the enemy. Literally, they only have 3 health. I super overkilled it with a 5 damage burnout, like... Alright, we're almost level 3. Okay, so we're, like, gated. Oh, it's one of these nonsenses. Okay, cool. I'll take that. 20 gold. I'm rich! And does that go back out the same spot? Okay, so they're not... This isn't lost wooding me. Alright, so we got a goblin dude. Suppose if it's percentage based, then all that extra percent is going to be like 1 or 2 if the items don't do much already. Yeah, so they said that the power of the item is based on the magic power of your character. So Dart must just have a really ass magic stat. Okay, yeah, so the assassin cock is green, which is wind, so earth would be strong against it. The goblin is red, which is fire, so water would be strong against it, and fire would be halved.
Yes! Double slash!
Double slash! Yeah, I cannot maintain Dart's voice if I tried to. It would just destroy my throat, I'm pretty sure.
Yes! Double slash!
Oh, you can take a hit. Ooh, fancy.
Yes!
Be level 3 now. I wonder if people do minimum level speed runs in this game. Yeah, so my health increased by another 30. What's my status? What's my magic stat look like? So my magic attack is actually my highest fucking stat. What? How is my magic attack my highest stat and I deal shit damage with magic items? I ain't gonna question it. I mean, I did, but... Bring me into the hole. No, it's not where I want to go. I want the chest, and I'm assuming that the one that goes off the bottom of the screen is actually going somewhere else. And that would be a good assumption. Another burnout. Oh right, I just remembered the color of the icon over Dart's head changes based on how close you are to an encounter, if I remember. Yep, see I'm red, so I'm gonna get attacked. I have no time to deal with you. Okay, so apparently he's... It reminds me. Wait! This way, this way! Is this young Dart looking like fucking Goku? Eek! Cut it out! Leave Shanna alone! Leave Shanna alone! Hang in there. I'll get you out from there. Yep, and attack. Yeah, so the marker over Dart's head tells you exactly how close you are to a random encounter, so if you're low on health, you can wait till you turn red, and then do the healing. See if you can, like, squeeze yourself to an inn or something. Okay, we're down to 22. We did get another burnout. I'm guessing this is... No, that's brown. The Trent, totally not a treant. The Trent is earth, which makes sense because it wouldn't be water. It just feels weird that a tree is not weak to fire.
Yes! Double slash!
Trent sounds like a person name. I mean, Trent is a person name. Why is it summoning... It summoned, like, fucking spaceship beam cannon rocks. Like, it's just some dude. Yeah, you know, the trees, you know, it's just Trent. He's just having a bad day, summoning his posse of Glocksmans. So I'm guessing I'm gonna get more back on guards now. Yep. It seems to be, now that I realize that it went from 6 to 9, it's 10% of your health that you get back on a guard. So a potion gives you 50%, a guard gives you 10%. I like being above half health.
Yes! Double slash!
Trent summons his buddy Rocky. I hate that I just made that joke. So, for those of you who you know AEW wrestling, I watch a lot of AEW, and there's a tag team that's Trent and Rocky Romero. So that was just a really bad punny joke on my part. Helena is not this way. Well, fine. I didn't even know that was a way I could go. I was just walking. Alright, we got through the forest. I'm assuming the other exit would let me go up to that upper area. Random encounters even on the world map. Oh my god, the background graphics in this area are terrible. Also, I just realized, now it looks like I'm in a forest. When I was in the area that was called forest, it looked like a plain.
Yes. Double slash.
I do like how it's just randomly picking a different angle for the encounter, though.
Yes. Double slash.
Alright, are we almost to level 2? You know, you remember how there was a demo disc in the PlayStation magazine and you had to do a weirdly beta alpha version of the Helena prison? That's... I kind of would be curious to see that. I wonder how that actually is. Was actually what made you aware of the game at the time? Honestly, like, random, like, magazine demo discs back in the day, like, they seem like such a stupid thing, right? Like, in hindsight, like, oh, yeah, I buy this magazine, it gives me a bunch of demos on a disc, but, like, it was legitimately, like, a good way to market back then. It was mostly the same, just weirdly cut. Okay. You think you tried that same disc, Tidebricks? Nice. But, like, legitimately, like, I miss that kind of demo era. Like, new games nowadays, your demo is, like, the beta weekend instead of an actual demo. Berserk Mouse.
Yes. Double.
Or in the case of some games, you'll get free weekends and stuff like that. But, like, most games don't have proper demos anymore, and there was a lot of games I bought back in the day just because I found a good demo. Like, Fear, First Encounter Assault Recon, the horror first-person shooters. Those are games that I picked up because the demo just was like, hell yeah, this is fucking good. Yeah, every now and then you still see demos, like, I think Nintendo still does a lot of demos. Like, Bravely Default had a demo, and the demo was unique, and it ported your progress into the main game for some bonus stuff, which was really cool. Demos that give you advantages or head starts in the actual game, in my opinion, top-notch. That is the bar to set for a good demo. Just give me some save data or some record of my passage, and give me a couple of free bonus consumables to make me feel special. Or an extra level or two. Like, I'm 100% down with that vibe. Was surprised how 16's demo is the first hour or so of the game. Can I save on the world map? I can. I need to check out Final Fantasy 16, but I have no time these days. Why is Stardust noted on the save file? I found a Stardust in that main thing. What does Stardust do? Open in the book. Open in the book. It'd probably be better if I just grabbed the strategy guide, because that would make more sense. But, you know, it is what it is. Come on. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything about Stardust in here. It's a special item for the endgame thing, if you remember right. Yeah. One thing that I do not remember this game explaining things so badly back in the day, but I'm wondering if that's why I have the strategy guide, because things just didn't make sense. At the same time, I might have picked up the strategy guide later on in life, just because I saw it cheap somewhere. Helena Prison. I like these, like, low-res, like, landscape arts of the area. Like, it's clearly, like, they literally just shrunk down that full screen. Like, they had that full screen earlier, and they just kind of, like, shrunk down and put it, like, right here. Hi there, dragon. Well, how can I sneak in? A convoy. That's not a bad option. I do love how, like, the entire island is just fucking, like, crooked up there. Like, you know, it might fall over in a couple years with all the erosion, but it's fine for right now. I see. Good meat and fish. Sir Frugal will be happy. You bought a lot recently. Is there something going on? It's not the business of a merchant like you. Okay, sorry. I'll inspect the load. So I just hid behind it. Like, I'm clearly still visible, but, you know, it is what it is. It seems to be okay. Lower the bridge! Now! I imagine if I didn't do that, I would have had to fight there, and then I would have had to fight my way in. Because if I remember correctly, there are a couple different ways to go through this prison. I made it. I love how the dude just stops randomly here. Like, where the fuck are we? And why does your bull have 6 horns? I just saved my game, but... Okay, so we have a thing that way. Who are you? I'm discovered. This way! Oopsie! Just whack me over the head with a ball. Helena Warden.
Yes! Double lash!
Like, they're just, like, wearing fucking harnesses and, like, barely any clothes.
Yes! Double lash!
Help me! I'm just a delivery man! Be quiet. I'm not going to kill you. Oh, okay. I won't make a noise. I told you I won't make a noise. I'll be unloading until you finish your business. Oh, hey you, if you're short on items, just tell me. I sell those too. What can you sell me? That's the question. Okay, you can sell me Angel's Prayers. Revitalizes and recovers half of HP. That doesn't matter if I don't have another party member. Sparknet. Thunder-based individual attack. Sure, let's spend just a little bit of my money. I'll just get one Angel's Prayer. Never bad to have... Oh, fuck. The realization just fell in that it says item 11 out of 32. I can only carry 32 items. Not 32 of an item, 32 items. I have to be careful here. I can't just buy one of everything. Okay, what's up here? Okay, just a chest. Because I'm pretty sure I can't get to that upper area. And I got another burnout. Yep, can't do shit here. So we go this way. Bastard! Alright, pet for me, have fun in prison. Alright, have a good night, Zeranus. Might as well just fight everything. Like, there doesn't seem to be any penalty for getting discovered. Okay, so we've seen the thunder attack. That did a decent chunk of damage. Oh shit, dude just doubled up on me. Oh, I missed that one. That would have killed him if I had got it. Jesus, for a game where you have 32 items max, the enemies are popping a lot of them.
Double slash.
Did my double slash level yet? I feel like I should be close to leveling the double slash. Okay, 2 more. Whipping noises, my favorite. Alright, what's over this way? Alright, sneaky passageway. Out of service, don't even think about it. But I wanna! Third time's the charm, right? I honestly just wanted something to happen. So why is there the ability to jump across? That's gotta be important later on. That's the only thought in my mind. Okay, so I can go up through the main area, which goes back to the entrance. Or I can go up this way. I'm gonna fight this guy. Go ahead and get my health back up. God, I wish I could set this menu to memory. Because I'll just, like, purposely do... Like, honestly, like, if I had, like, a memory mode controller, it would be getting a lot of use in this game. I'm gonna start preparing myself for an inevitable boss battle. I'm gonna get almost full. I'm gonna try to keep myself around 75% instead of 50. Especially since this guy seems to be doing nothing but attacking.
Double slash. Double slash.
Alright, and there we go. One dead dude. That should have leveled up Addition, though, right? He has one goal in life, and that's it. Like, yeah, his other buddy was just like, I'm just gonna spam electricity on you. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so it's level 2. It's still 35 SP, whatever that is. But it went from 150 up to 157. This game vibe reminds you of Vagrant Story. I haven't played Vagrant Story, so I can't really feel that vibe, but if it reminds you of that, cool. We're gonna switch over to Volcano now. Because if all I get is 7%, if all I get is 7% per level, not exactly worth going up unless I can't consistently do Volcano. Yeah, I'm gonna go out to the entrance. There's nobody that's gonna stop me. I can't even leave because I can't drop the gate on myself. It sure was a take for this game to just be like, you know what? You're in a prison. We're just gonna put random whipping sounds. Because that's a normal prison vibe.
Volcano!
Hell yeah. Only a little more damage, but it is more damage. Ah, that last one evaded me. It was a little bit faster. I didn't have the delay of the counterattack, which has like that interrupting flash of the shield. Okay, so there's a chest down there I'll have to find later. This is a really freaking far out camera angle, but I guess it goes to show just how epic this place is. Coming back for you. Like, why wouldn't I fight? Make life easier if I just kill everything. Damn. Counterattacks do hurt.
Volcano!
There we go, Volcano! I'm actually surprised because, so, if you are or are not familiar with capture cards, they have both an in and an outside, usually. And the outside, is meant to go to another monitor, and you can play directly on that monitor, so you don't have to deal about delay or anything like that, but the Elgato that I have is pretty spot on with timing. But it's going to have a little bit of delay no matter what. I noticed it whenever I used it to play Monster Hunter Rise. It has just a slight bit of delay, not enough that I can't work around it, but it does have a slight bit of delay. I'm guessing I can go up here. There is a door down here. I don't know what's going to be down there yet, but I don't know what's going to be up here either. Okay, so there's another entrance this way. Let's see what's up here in the corner room. But I'm not using the out. I do have the out... Move quicker! I do have the out connected to my TV. Move quicker! But I don't have... I'm not playing the game through the out port. I'm playing the game through my capture on the computer. So there's a little bit of extra delay added, and I'm honestly thinking it might be helping me with the input timings. You have such bad luck. You will regret not being killed on the battlefield. Whatever works. Yeah, exactly. Like, as long as it's not a problem, it works out. And for RPGs, it doesn't seem to be any problem. What do you mean? You really believe you can live comfortably in the jail? The head warden, Frugal, will feed you to the monster. Oops. Feed us to the monster? I won't let you humiliate us anymore. Oh, feisty, feisty. But it's the worst kind of POW, but the best kind of feed. Something fucked up with the text there. It's just supposed to be Helena Warden, but then there's like a corrupted character in it. Like it might supposed to be Warden Initiate or Helena Initiate instead. Like, I don't know, but somebody fucked something up there. If you want to kill me now! I won't let him. Sir Lavitz! You bastard! You broke out of the jail? Silly guy, you think you can escape from here? Silly guy! Normal things you say to escape prisoners. Silly guy! I'll take care of this. Survive and go back to Indel's castle alive. Tell King Albert. I love how the one guy just, like, bum-rushed the guard. Oh no! I took care of those guys. Is this civil war? You, who are you? Are you a dog of Basil too? That was a nice rapid slice attack. This dude's just murking people. Who are you? I am Dart. I am not your enemy. I am Lavitz Slambert. I am the head of the first knighthood of the Kingdom of Basil. Well, seems we don't have time for introductions. No, we don't. Typical anime shonen team-up tribute. And here I thought we were surrounded. Alright, missed his action. Ooh, he's got high armor.
Go!
Damn, missed the volcano again. That was way too early.
Yes.
Okay, I'm losing my grip. I make all that good talk about the delay, and now I can't fucking hit anything. Yeah, this dude's tanky as fuck. Okay, I think the problem is I can't get into a rhythm because I have multiple people now. Shit. That sucks. Why is that called harpoon? It's like a circular fucking round circle slash. Like harpoon, I would imagine would be like he's doing like a thrust for the first thing, but I would imagine like a harpoon, like if you were gonna call the attack harpoon, it would be like a stab, pull back, flip hand, and just, you know, underhand slice. I mean underhand, overhand stab. That's what I would call a harpoon. I will carry out your wish. You said dart. I cannot imagine there is someone who intentionally comes to Helena. What are you up to? I am here to rescue someone important to me. Do you know anything about her? Her name is Shauna. I am sorry, but I'll look elsewhere. Wait! I'll go with you. I thought you had to go back to the castle as soon as possible. She's important, this girl you are looking for. You know, in the show Harper's Island, there was a harpoon death. It was definitely more piercing than a circle amount. Yeah, definitely, like, I mean, normally a harpoon is like, you have like a gun and it shoots a harpoon and it stabs somebody in the chest or something in the you know, appendage, and then you've got the tether that you use to hook them. It's definitely not a spinning slash. Like, okay, it's my problem. It was my fault. I don't know what brought you here, but Helena is not that easy to go through alone. That goes for me too. But I can break out from here, together with you. Of course, with the girl. Translators decided the world sounded cool, I guess. Like, honestly, I feel like there was a lot of that going on in here. Like, I don't know how much guidance they had from the localization team, but the fact that they call the attacks additions whenever I feel like combo would have made more sense. Like, I kind of wonder if the localization team was in Japan. How come you trust me? We've just met. The raid you made was quite impressive. I trusted you to guard my back. You just got power back high? Yeah, I lost power earlier myself. The storms up here in Northeast Ohio are a little crazy today. That's the way I think. Alright, let's go together. Okay, so there is like 4 fucking ways to go in this direction. I'm gonna go down below first. See how many passageways we've got in the lower... I went through a door. I went through a door. How do I get back to where I was? You lost power for a minute, but that's because the power people were futzing with something? Yep, having contractor folks on site, that's definitely a good reason to lose power.
Harpoon!
Has your weather been awful this summer? You feel like every other day it's rained since the beginning of July here? Weather hasn't been that awful here. We've actually had a pretty decent amount of sunny days. Definitely not awesome. I would argue personally that it's been too hot. I'm not typically a summer gal. I typically like the cool of the winter. That might change though, because I did get my motorcycle license this year, and I want to be able to have some nice long rides, but spring and fall are much superior to summer in my opinion. When it's sunny, the air quality isn't crummy. Yeah, we've been having a lot of issues here from the Canadian wildfires. Yeah, I think like every day or two, we just randomly have these like, for lack of a better term, smoggy skies. So does Lavitz only have one attack right now? I should check and see if he has multiple, just also to be aware of how many times I have to use it to level it up. I'm wondering if that side lighted area is where I came from. Okay, so Lavitz just has the one attack for right now. Please let this be the exit I came in from. Who is it? You lived near enough to NYC that one day that it looked like Fallout. You also had that happen to you. Honestly, like, that was great for some really cool pictures. And, like, if we had known about it ahead of time, like, that would have been a really cool thing to set up some, like, photo shoots for, as much as that's, like, a weird hellscape thing to do. But, like, yeah, it's fucking crazy. Actually, I'm right. Yeah, like, if you could plan on that happening ahead of time, like, yeah, maybe, you know, like, wear a mask and just go out and have a cool photo shoot. Sounds like a decent idea to me. So Dart seems to get 30 HP per level. So I'm assuming that's just going to continue up through the entire game. We'll see with Lavitz how he levels, because he's got 100 right now at level 3, so maybe he'll get like 33 instead of 30. Okay, so they just came down from the top with another bucket, but this I think is the one that I took up. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna come back here. I'm gonna save in a different slot, just because the hell. You'd taken a nap that day because it was your day off and it was sunshine. You woke up to your room smelling like an ashtray and it was yellow outside. You had to take out your room AC because it meant the window was open. Yeah, that's rough. That sucks. Like, there's nothing I can say to that other than that sucks. We've been getting a very, like, almost like a burning plastic smell instead of an ashtray smell whenever we have it. Alright. Seems I've found the mess hall. I love how I've just been soloing everything with Lavitz while I'm trying to restore Dart's health.
Harpoon!
Just because Lavitz is so tanky, I don't have to restore his health.
Yes! Go! Volcano!
Hell yeah. Okay, I think I've got the timing thing put away, like, okay. I just jinxed myself for a minute. I'm good now. Alright, leather jacket. Like, I remember that day in NYC, though, somebody had taken a picture of the Diablo 4 poster down in Times Square. And that was just so perfect. Like, I can only imagine if that was actually done on the, like, if some cosplayer had, like, realized that and, like... Because, like, there are some fucking crazy-ass cosplayers that do elaborate-ass cosplays within, like, 24 hours of something being announced. Like, I feel like somebody nearby could have had a Lilith costume up there in front of that poster during that, if they tried hard enough. Like... Speaking of you finally getting that game, that's why you haven't been around much. All the streams you've seen with playing with Diablo and you didn't want to spoil yourself. That's fair. I'm honestly really fucking far behind on it. Like, Season 1 just started, and so, like, most people are like, yeah, I beat the game, I was ready for the season to go, and I'm, like, sitting here like, I'm still in Act 2! But I also haven't had much time to play. Like, there's a lot to that game if you just want to focus on playing the game, but if you want to focus on getting through the story, I don't know just how long it's gonna be. Okay, an Angel's Prayer, so I've got a revive. Well, I've got 2 revives now. Okay, so I picked up leather armor, but how do I use it? Between that and Baldur's Gate 3 incoming, you feel like you're swimming in RPGs? Yeah, it's a little gross. Salad increases hit rate of physical attacks by 10%? That's nice. So I got the thing, but how do I equip it? Oh, 1 second. My headset decided to just die. So I gotta flip to my old school manual headset, which is not plugged in. So, yeah, that's... yeah, armed is what they use to, describe... That's basically the equipment menu. But it doesn't seem like the equipment menu has anything that I can do in it. Okay, I'm on the proper speakers now. And cool. I do have battery life on this headset. Yeah, like I would imagine, because I can't go up to the top section. Like, I can't scroll up to where it says broadsword, bandana, leather armor. There's just this 4 things here. And I'm wondering if it maybe that thing on the left, to the left of, like, the margin line, becomes a scroll bar. But yeah, like, do I just come in here and press A, and is it... Well, yeah, it's acting like I could press A there, but it's just erroring. Maybe it's just for a character I don't... Maybe it's for Shanna, because I don't have Shanna yet. I want your shit! Yeah, Loppets can take all of 1 damage.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Hell yeah, 1-shot kill, Volcano. That's why you go with the 200% bonus. The lower box shows what items the character can equip, the top box shows what items... Yeah, so there's nothing in the lower box, so yeah, must be for a different character. 50 gold in the middle of the kitchen? Oh, golly gee. At least I'm assuming this is supposed to be like a kitchen or something, like... I don't know. It's kind of a weird setup. I don't need to save. Savings for wimps. Okay, so it gave me the ability to go up, but not until I came out from that prison area, which makes me think that the story in Shauna is further up, so that means there's probably just loot and shit over here. Hi, scared, shaking person. Fruigel's coming! Fruigel's coming to kill me! Fruigel's! Yep, I'll take the little jumping puzzle to grab loot. 20 more gold? Golly gee. So nice of everybody to just leave their shit laying around the prison and just leave a prisoner out in the middle of the fucking open air. I don't get it. I just didn't want to fight. Why did I have to be sent to this hell? The wardens were saying that girl's confined in the second prison tower. Why were they making so much noise about that just one girl? Good to know. Thank you for your spark net. I don't know why they gave you a weapon in your jail cell, but must be nice. But yeah, honestly, with Diablo 4, I've really enjoyed the story so far, but yeah, it's a lot of game to carve through, and I've also been playing it multiple times with different people, which isn't really helping my progression. I can be honest on that one. But mostly, I just need more time to play, and I'm not sacrificing this time, and as I said at the beginning of the stream, I've just been off for the last couple weeks because of personal things, and just timing's been bad. So I'm just doing what I can while I can. I do value this time. I enjoy streaming all these classic games for you folks on stream. It's just really enjoyable to me. I haven't leveled in a while. So there is like the other side of this, but I'm just gonna go down the right side. Maybe it'll loop, maybe it won't. It's not here. Darn, where is it? Admit it. Admit what? I do like this battle theme.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
It's got a nice little jazzy bit to it. It's nothing like Chrono Trigger's battle themes, but it's got a nice energy to it. God, I remember missing these fucking editions all the time as a kid. But I guess it's like they say, your motor skills do develop as you get older. Ooh, I just realized I'm leveling slower because the experience is getting split across the characters. Not shared, split. Oh hi, dead body. Poor thing. Alright, apparently I'm Helena Bonham Carter and Sweeney Todd. Poor thing. Poor thing. Perfectly normal things to say to a corpse. There was definitely some choices made in the script. Okay, so I did just do a loop here. There's gotta be a reason for this inner loop. I did see like a weapon stash on the third screen. Right here. Maybe I can pick something up. Fucker! Damn it. Didn't want to go off the screen. Like, surely they didn't just... I guess they just wanted to have this nice little looking chasm for roleplay purposes. Ain't my place to judge the designers of 23 years ago. He was like, wow, this composer didn't do much. It's because he died early. This was one of his last games. Whew. That sucks, because I honestly have liked... like, the soundtrack for this game has been in my, like, primary Spotify playlist for a long time. God, it's locked. Again, weird translation choice. It's a shame that he died early. Because I do like the composition of this game. Okay, a bunch of dudes chilling out over there. Bunch of dudes chilling out up there. This room is extra tightly guarded. Yeah, Cancer, unfortunately, most of his other works looks Japan only, too. That's unfortunate, because it is good. I don't even know who the composer is, because on Spotify it's just credited to Sony Interactive Entertainment Sound Team. What about this key? Take it with us. We'll need it if the girl's called Shanna is under confinement. Quiet, key to Shanna's cell. Okay, so all those people we ran across before were just kind of chilling in rooms. There was nobody actually locked up. Sure, we'll go with that. But why only that girl? I intend to ask that directly to the head warden. But that's after we rescue Shanna. Best jail them out. Yeah, pretty much. So they're like, oh, this is extra tightly guarded. I'm taunting them! Oh, the security is tight. Are they not gonna let me fight people? They won't let me fight the fuckers. Damn it. I'm assuming that's gonna be like somewhere I'm gonna have to go after I rescue Shanna. Hey, we got in. Who is it? We got 3 dudes. I wish I had AoE attacks.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Volcano! Honestly, Dart's voice acting is mildly cringe, I would say. I hope Lovitz, whenever I get those 20 harpoons, I hope he gets just enough extra damage percentage to one-shot these guys.
Yes.
Okay. I guess if I just want to fail my combos, it works too. I wish I could make sense of, like, the combat. Like, is there just, like, a background speed value that's getting calculated for the turn-based? I don't know.
Harpoon. Yes. Go. Volcano.
Oh, 2 points away from Lovitz's level. So close. Did you level his edition yet, though? I'm sorry, I just need to know. Oh, we're only at 13? I swear I've used him more, but I guess now that I've got multiple people, it's harder to get those uses because people die, unless I just guard. Oh hey, Darts VA did only this game and nothing else. I want to judge that so hard. How do you get the star role of a JRPG? How do you get the star role of a JRPG and have no other credits? It has to have been a pseudonym for somebody. You don't know any of these names? I wonder if they were maybe like in-house talent. I'm guessing that's where the main quest is. I'm gonna go the other direction first. Bastard! Because I could see that, especially if Sony Interactive Entertainment was just kind of a... Well, I guess it was Sony. Like, Sony probably had a lot... Literally all of them only acted in this game and nothing else. Yeah, I'm guessing either A, it was pseudonyms, and they are known actors, but they weren't allowed contractually to credit themselves. Or B, they were internal employees for Sony that they were just like, yeah, throw them in a booth, have them say some lines. I was noticing earlier, like, one of the main thoughts that went through my head was Dart's voice acting between Double Slash and Volcano is really inconsistent.
Yes. Go.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they were just completely untrained actors.
Harpoon.
Everyone can VA, just say these lines. Yeah. Not only can not everyone VA, not everybody enjoys VA. And clearly, either all of these people changed their names, or none of them enjoyed VAing on this project.
Yes.
I also just realized with the way that the addition system works, it actually advantages me not efficiently killing people, because getting as many attacks as possible,
Harpoon.
as many combos as possible in a single encounter is going to make me more powerful long term. So if I can afford to not one-shot the enemies, because, you know, I'm dying, then it's actually going to be more efficient for my characters.
Harpoon.
Level up! Give me a new edition. Nope, no new edition. I guess Lavitz is just going to get that thing all the way up to max level or something. I don't know. I'm assuming that this is going to be 3 screens as well. Hey, don't give up! If we throw our hope away, we are just fools. Everything is over. There's no way I can get out of here alive. I mean, you had 20 gold, you could probably bribe a guard with that. Bastard! I love running from AIs. It's probably one of the silliest, stupid, fun things you can do in video games. Okay, I was right. Lavitz leveled up, he got 33 more health. He also got enough to one-shot enemies. Well, I guess I might as well just attack and not horde attacks anymore.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Volcano! I imagine voice acting in this game would probably be funny. Just because it's like, oh yeah, just go in the booth, do some grunts, and shout out some attack names. Like, I can't imagine that the VA experience was bad, just not... I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that none of the voice actors did any other VA work. Like, I can understand that that's what it says where you're reading it, but, like, they had to have been pseudonyms and, like, forced to not disclose that that was a pseudonym for them. Because there's no way that the entire cast... You are from Basil! Lovitz, get them before they make a noise! Yeah. Look, if someone told you to voice a little guy, you can manage it, you think, but that's it? That's why you always play little guys in D&D? Honestly, I personally love voice acting different characters. Like, I mean, if it isn't obvious by what you've seen me through Chrono Cross and this, like, I love voice acting different lines. I just love putting on different roles. I'm also a dungeon master. Actually a game master. I can't use dungeon master, that's trademarked. But I GM a lot as well, and I've always enjoyed acting out the different characters. So if somebody, like, was like, hey, you want to do some voice acting? I'd be like, sure, how much do I get paid? And I'd probably accept a gratuitously low rate just to have the credits and say that I voice acted in something. But, like, I can't imagine going once and having such a bad experience that you'd never voice act again. Or getting no ability to, like, put that on your resume for something else. It just seems too far-fetched for me to believe that there wasn't something else going on behind the scenes. Now I'm screwing up volcanoes. Because, like, even if you get typecast as a voice actor, like, oh, hey, you get hired for this one little guy, and somebody, somewhere, is going to see your little guy voice and be like, yeah, I'll hire them for this role, and you'll play, like, some random background plant creature. Like, I feel like if you have any credits whatsoever for any major property like this, that you can get other roles. Like, my understanding from talking to different voice actors at conventions and stuff is that it's really about getting in. And, like, most of the time, when you get in, you have background roles first, but there are no background roles in something like this where there wasn't voice acting for everything. I can't hit these volcanoes now, I'm getting distracted by talking. Typical streamer problem. Yeah, like... I don't know, I can't suspend my disbelief. There had to have been something contractually going on here. Because, like, the voices aren't bad so far. Like, the ones in the opening cinematic weren't bad. They were just very not directed well. Like, the voice acting itself was captured decently. It had a good sound. It was a clear, crisp voice. It just wasn't directed well. There was no emotion directed into the acting. It sounded like a 90s anime dub where they're just saying lines in a booth. Who is it? That voice. Is that Shauna? It's me. Dart? Is that you, Dart? Yes, it is me. I'm here to rescue you. Hurry up. The guard is coming. Shanna. Dart. I'm here to rescue you. You haven't forgotten me, even though we haven't seen each other for 5 years. Okay. He hasn't seen her in 5 years. We started the game in the forest, 3 transition screens away from the village that she was in. Whenever we talked to the one village elder that was dying, he mentioned something about still being off on your journey. I'm sorry. If you're still off on your journey, and it's been 5 years and you're only in the same forest, nah, that's a little sus, buddy. That's a little sus. How could I forget? Show me your face. I haven't changed much. Yes, you have. You look much stronger. Much more than the Dart I knew. Hurry up! Guards are coming back! You know, we don't need to ask who that guy is. He's just some random extra dude. I mean, I guess you haven't seen us in 5 years. You could just assume he was one of our friends. The girl is breaking out! I won't let her! Alright. We're gonna kill a couple of these guys, and then we'll just keep the last one to heal up a little.
Yes.
Come on, Ravian. You can do your combos. I believe in you.
Harpoon!
God, I can only imagine how screwed up my inventory would be. Well, my money would be if I had to keep going back for potions because my guard didn't restore my defense. And, you know, I just realized Xenosaga is probably the only other game I can think of other than this where guarding restores your health. I'm not used to that being a feature of games. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yes. Go. Volcano!
Are you hurt? I'm fine. You can celebrate later. We're still deep in the belly of the enemy. Besides, it's too damp to have a party, isn't it? Let's go, Shanna. Follow me, okay? Dart, I'm 18 years old now. I can fight too! As she literally draws an arrow and points it at his face. Time to murder the girl. Shanna. She grew up. She was alone in such a hell-like place. If she was a regular woman, she wouldn't have been able to survive. Of course, There are not that many fools who would come here to save her. But the Shanna of my memory hasn't changed a bit. Let's talk about that after we get out of here. Say that again! Well, the knight from Basel broke out of the jail! I am sorry! I am not talking about that rat! After that! The girl from Celis was taken by the red guy. What? What did you say? The girl was taken away by the guy with the red armor. Ah! You bastard! Don't let them out alive! Wait, I almost forgot the most important thing. Don't kill the girl. It's an order from His Majesty Joel. Aye, aye, sir. If you fail, I will behead all of you! Also, the highlighting of important terms in red was something that was in Xenosaga a lot. I'm wondering if some of the people that worked on this game went on to do the Xenosaga series after moving to Bandai. That's just... those are two weird coincidental things that, like, it feels weird that they both are there. The red one? I'll get you! Might as well dye everything else red with your blood. What red one? You don't know what red one. Like, dude, this is the first you're hearing about me. Why are you acting like you knew something? But we're gonna go right back into the cage. Because there might be something in here. Who knows? There's not. Let's look at Shanna's editions. Shanna doesn't get editions. Apparently we decided that women don't get voice acting. But they do get leather jackets. So what's she currently at? 4 and 5 from her weapon. This bumps her up to 7 and 12, so 2 points and 5 points. Decent buff. She just had on clothes. Yeah, so same fucking design. Doesn't seem to have any logic whatsoever. When night falls, I hear an eerie voice coming from somewhere. It goes, "Ah! Ah!" Sure, dude. Whatever you say. You've got 20 gold too. Dude, what is with all these prisoners having enough money to bribe the guards? Like, whenever I kill the guards, they only give me, like, 6. If they could give them 20, I'm sure they could get out just fine.
Yes.
Damn it. She just gets a grunt. That's all she gets.
Yes.
I sure am glad I have Harpoon equipped, because apparently I forgot how to do Volcano again. It's like, all it is timing. All it is a fucking QTE. But it's like so precise about it that it's like, fuck me. Back out. So do I go this way? Or is this way still guarded? Okay, so it wants me to go back out to the entrance that I came from, I guess. Probably gonna run into shit on the way, because that's the way that prison escapes work. Obviously, we save first. And in traditional fashion, I'm just going to save in every single slot. In case I have to backtrack for whatever reason. I haven't had to, but always a good option to have. There's like chests and shit that I missed out on. Oh, it's you. I can give you a good deal. Sure, what can you sell me? Nothing I don't already have. Thanks, be careful, everyone's on edge. Like, how do I get down there? Do I come back later in the game? So, you are the red one acting like a prince. Then what? Then what? What? There is one answer. You and the leader of the knights are feed for the pet. After I mince you up. Lavitz, is this the head warden? His name is Freugel. He is so bad, even the people of his own country are afraid of him. You have such a calm face, or are you paralyzed from fear? You attacked Celis, didn't you? No, I just gave them the order. Why did you have Shanna taken away? I don't know. Emperor Dorel said to just bring that girl back. The order was so trivial that I added the new one of annihilating Celis. Freugel! Unforgivable! Oh, we got boss battle music. It's like a muted version. Oh, so I can't even fight Freugel. Yeah.
Yes.
They don't really hit any harder. Come on, let's not fuck this up.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
There we go. You're all alone now, Freugel. Alright, you are Earth, so wind would be opposite you. Alright, thunder doesn't have an opposite. That's useful.
Harpoon.
Tut! Such a wimp! Hey, it's your turn! Oh, he called in the big man. Senior wardens. This seems like a trap.
Yes.
Not being able to do my combo properly is a trap. Okay, so they hit about twice as hard as the regular guys.
Harpoon!
Bit more health, but I expected that. That almost hurt. Good choice to guard. Alright, Senior Warden's almost dead. Other guy is not.
Yes! Go! Volcano!
Ugh. I might as well take you to hell with me. Power up. Okay, that's a little dicey now. I'm assuming this one's also gonna try to take me to hell with him. Okay, just throw a fucking boulder at me. I'm gonna go ahead and use a healing potion on Dart, since I do have a limited item repository anyways. Might as well give a big chunk.
Yes! Go!
Damn it. Only 3. Okay, so that power-up gave this guy hella defense, too.
Harpoon!
So that basically just turned this into an attrition fight.
Yes!
Come on! I really just need to stop that, like, seriously.
Harpoon!
Ugh. Might as well take you to hell with me! Okay, we're just gonna have to guard after this, because that's rough. That'll also protect me from whatever Freugel does next. Or not. Question is, will Freugel do stupid shit? Okay, it doesn't seem like he's gonna call another guy in. Gonna guard one more time on the boys. That was a good choice. I do love how, like, Shanna's just the one attacking, even though she's not the good choice to attack, because she hasn't taken much HP damage.
Yes!
I don't know why I can't get these down. Like, at least give me, like, a single QTE, not for another attack, but for, like, a crit. Like, it sucks that she doesn't get QTEs at all.
Yes! Go!
Can I please successfully do a volcano?
Harpoon!
Oh, he's down to yellow.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
There we go. That's what we were looking for. I love how he did like a weaker attack to Shanna than anybody else. Actually, yes, it makes sense because he said don't kill the girl.
Harpoon.
Okay. Countered that idea right there.
Yes. Harpoon.
Thinking that's the end? Nope. A little bit more. Well, it's not going to be Dart that deals the healing blow because he's getting hit like a truck. And this guy's been red for a hot minute. There we go. Alright, Boss Music has an interesting finale. Night Shield. 300 experience, split 3 ways, that's 100 piece. That's a level up for everybody. Spinning Cane, new edition. He's a spear user, but Spinning Cane. Ugh! Is he immortal? Let's get out of here, Shanna. Get on the horse, hurry! Bastard! Keep them from going, even if it costs you your life! There was like 2 separate places that there was items that I couldn't get before. Raise the bridge! Jailbreak! So I don't know if this is supposed to be for like when we come back later. Whoa! That horse would have been fucking hurting. Bring her back here, or you will be dead. You! When did you sneak in? Should we tell this to His Majesty Dowell? Wait! I'll bring back the girl! Otherwise, you would be dead by now. You go too, bastard! It doesn't matter. Everything is going just as I planned. Yes. They don't know they're in the palm of my hand. Sir, who are you? Are you the bad guy? Are you the good guy? Are you working for the bad guy? Or are you working for the bad guy? Like... So I can go to the forest, or I can go into a random battle. It's a Trent. Hi, Trent.
Yes.
Okay, so Shanna gets 30 a level as well. Like, with the fact that Shanna can only deal regular damage, she's always going to be the lowest DPS in the party. So there's no reason not to keep her at max health to be your item user. Ooh. Does she have my highest magic in the party? I wonder if I should like fence her as an item user. 14, 15, 21. 100% she's the item user. Come on, go up. Have I ever mentioned how much random battles are just dumb? Fuck is this thing? Crescent B.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
It's dead. Oh, I forgot to look at that Night Shield. Especially the ones with the high encounter rate. Yeah, I've heard, there's a game that was on the Dreamcast that is a really good RPG that I've heard, but it's, like, got a stupid high encounter rate, so unless you can, like, somehow, like, speed through combat in an emulator or something, it's just excruciating to get through the encounters, but it's a really good game is what I've heard. Alright. Lavitz, did we get to level 2 on your harpoon? Yes, we almost got to level 3. Why is your harpoon more powerful than your spinning cane? I'm gonna get you 5 more harpoons, buddy. And then I'll try out spinning cane. So what's up here to the top? Prairie. Okay, so I see dots going out the back of the prairie. So I'm gonna go through the forest first, because I'm thinking there might be something weird going on in the forest, because otherwise why would they give us an alternate route? What the fuck is this thing? It's a mole. I mean, that makes sense. You know, you could have just attacked from the ground, like with a cool animation, but no. You just come back up and then whack me with your paws. Like, cool. Thing hits kind of hard, though. It did 7 damage, even with him guarding.
Ugh.
12 damage with a guard. It's okay, Shanna's just gonna kill it with flat arrows.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
I love how, like, the middle section of its body was the last thing to poof out. Like, I think, like, it was, like, the head, the 2 arms, and then the container, and then the feet, and then the body was just floating for half a second. Oh, God. Painful. Painful, painful, painful.
Harpoon.
Okay, the rat dropped a healing potion. I'll take it. What is... It's coming from the forest. It seems that the Imperial Army is camped here. It's too risky for us. Yeah, let's take another route. See, I wanted to make sure we got the nice cinematic scene. The harpoon is just so easy to land. It's got a nice fluidity of the stab motion that times perfectly when you're supposed to press the button. Whereas with Dart, it's just kind of like somewhere at the bottom of his first swing on double slash. I love how we're like panic running. No, just chill, walking through the area. Lavitz, can you keep going? Yeah. Ah. Hide yourselves. Does it hurt? It's just a scratch. But you gotta cover the wound. It can be treated later. We've gotta run first. I will carry Lavitz. Shauna, go first. Don't treat me like a child! I'll go with you guys! I can walk by myself. Here they come! Let's go! It's just two of the dudes that we could just like easily just wait for them to show up and just be like, hey, yeah, you decided to pursue? Shugh! This is the second time we've gotten out of an encounter today by hiding behind a bush. But wait. There they are! Women first. Then we might spare those people in Basel. That's a kind of weird written line, but okay. Is this the fugitive? Don't be silly. Go look over there. That was close. So we have a down. We have an up. Helena must still be under guard. It's better to go across towards Celis after the situation settles down a little more. So that goes back to Helena? Doesn't make much sense to me, because I just came from the Helena side, but okay. Oh, those things look nice. They totally don't look like they'll suck my blood. Vampire Kiwi.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Damn, we got a major power spike with that last level up.
Harpoon.
Okay, I think I need one more for Lavitz to get to the next level. So we got this way, and then we also have down. Let's go down first, because it seems like the wrong way. I'm going the other direction first. Only because I vaguely remember that being something semi-important. So might as well do the useless stuff first.
Yes. Go.
Damn it! Like, dude, stop fucking... You need to stop screwing up the last hit. Like, it'd just be kinda nice. This is an interesting cinematic view for the fight.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
There we go.
Harpoon.
Alright, now we can switch to Spinning Cane. Alright, got another healing potion. I can live with that. Yeah, so he's up to... So just added another 10% and some more SP. I don't know what SP is. Like, I'm gonna have to look it up in a bit. Oh, nice little stream. Seems too far to jump over. You think? Okay, so yeah, they're just blocking me into going to that hut, for lack of a better term. It's always nice to have a random horse. Such a weird-looking horse. Such a trifle wound. Does it still hurt? A little bit. I learned first aid. I thought it'd be useful, particularly in times like these. Shanna? Learning? That's something new. Wow! You remember me even though you haven't seen me in 5 years? Oh, learning, that's something new. Jesus Christ, Art, like, I get that she's a childhood friend, but, like, you're kind of a piece of shit. Mr. So-and-so might come back injured at any moment. Let's use the shack over there. Alright. I can literally just, like, flap a hand towards the... This is kind of cute. Almost falling. Wait, if we carry this to the river, it can be a bridge, can't it? The blade won't last with this. Okay, so we need an axe, is basically what they're saying. Let's use the shack, it'll be safe. Random encounters!
Yes.
Yeah, that one was. I was just slow. Alright. I don't know what to expect out of Spinning Cane.
Spinning cane.
But it's weaker. Why would I use something... Okay, I have to get it to the second tier because I'm thinking it's going to scale up faster than Harpoon. That's the only logical assumption. Otherwise, it's just kind of a worthless attack. Fucking 24 damage on that rock.
Yes.
Sure, we can hit. That's nice.
Spinning cane.
Miss? I legitimately didn't realize missing was a thing in this game because it's never happened before just now.
Yes. Spinning cane.
I mean, at least Spinning Cane makes sense as a name for the attack. Here you go. Thanks. It's much better now. Seems we completely lost those fools from Helena. Dart, tell me about these last 5 years. It's okay, never mind. We don't have time for this now. It was a journey for revenge. It was a journey to find the guy who deprived me of something precious and kill him. I couldn't tell you, Shanna. That's why I left by myself. The Black Monster? I only know the name. Nobody would tell me more about it because they said I was still too young. What is the Black Monster? What are you talking about? I have 2 homes. One is Celis, where I spend time with Shanna. And the other is where I spent time with my parents, my first home, which was taken from me by the monster 18 years ago. Neat. That's a lot of fire. It was when I was 5 years old. Neat was assaulted by the Black Monster. We were lucky. Only 3 of us could get out from the village. But then Dad decided he was too much of a pain in the ass. My father returned to the village. The kid has the most awkward waddle animation. No, Mommy, don't go! And my mother followed my father to the village to help everybody. But that's where the Black Monster was waiting. So Dad's like, I gotta go back to the village. And Mom's like, I love you, child, but I'm abandoning you to be with Dad. Like, what the fuck is his family? It's no wonder they died. Yeah, I mean, like, clearly he was raised by 2 people who would abandon him at a moment's notice, so he clearly was doing his best. I was left alone, shivering and waited for dawn. The sun revealed a foreign landscape. It was a completely transformed Neat. No, it was a burned down town. There's a difference. Didn't transform into anything but a pile of fucking ash. And I found this. What I found on the ground was only this. This memento, the only thing my father carried around all the time. Dart, it's okay, I understand. Shanna, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you. It's okay. I knew you would tell me someday. Don't say any more. So, you just came back from a journey to bring closure to the past. I'm still not there yet. You said Neat. It doesn't seem to be a village in this country. It was located farther north from here. I guess nobody even remembers its name anymore. Lavitz, tell me, what is going on in this country? Currently, our Kingdom of Basil is at war with the Imperial Sandora. The war is spread all over Serdio. Why was the truce broken? Because of the dragon. The legendary monster added weight to Sandora and broke the balance of power. Then Emperor Dole started to be more aggressive. Dragon? No, no way! Such a thing can be used in war? Do you know something about it? I was swooped down on by a dragon before I entered Celis. I was overwhelmed. There was no way to escape from it. I was saved by a passing warrior. That's why I'm still alive. He was swooped down on. No, that thing was like a praying mantis just like trampling through the woods. The dragon is advancing faster than I thought. We must do something or it'll be too late. You mean more casualties? Yeah, it's a war. Anyway, I have to go back to Indel's castle and Bale. There's so many things I have to report to King Albert. You know what, Dart? You guys should come along with me. Minister Noish might know something about the Black Monster. I see. They're a royalty with a long history. I might be able to find out something new. It's a done deal. Lavitz, don't take chances. You are not completely well. You'll make a good wife one day. Thanks! Let's go. Axe? Yes, axe. It is a pretty well-worn axe. I get it. We can knock down the tree on the cliff using this. Acquired axe from Shaq. So now I'm just carrying around this axe. Let's move on. Let's take a break. Rest point? Hey! Looks like it. Shit, the axe is gone. Covered by dust. Oh god, I hope the axe isn't actually gone. Please don't let the axe actually be gone. If we put this tree across the river... it may work as a bridge. It could be worth trying. There we go. Whoa! Shoot! I have to think about another way. Welp. That went well. So I'm assuming there's nothing up here in the corner for me yet. Full heal is nice.
Yes. Go.
Damn, I need to quit missing that last hit. Blood sucking. Oh, so they actually... It missed. But it actually can suck my blood and heal. It's cool to know.
Spinning cane.
Spinning Cane is honestly, like, despite it being a two-shot, it actually is really easy to execute. Then again, his harpoon was as well. What's that? Oh, I am gonna hit the tree. Oops, we thought it wasn't gonna work. We can cross with this. Chest? Chesty chest chest? Yes. Angel's Prayer? Don't need that. Felt like there should be something back in there, but I guess that was just random battle trap.
Yes. Go.
Keep missing that last hit. Come on.
Spinning cane.
Okay, so it just basically takes 100% of the health that it deals. It only had 1 health left, so worked out for me.
Yes. Go. Volcano. Spinning cane.
You look like a civilian. What is the matter? What do you mean, what's the matter? It's your knight's fault! Hold on, I am a knight of Basil. We should be allies. I'm your enemy. We escaped from Sandora. Honey, don't say that or we're going to be arrested. But these knights destroyed our lives! We couldn't stand living in Kazas and ran away from there. Please excuse us. You don't need to excuse yourself. King Albert always lends a helping hand to sufferers, even those from an enemy country. What? Son, are you hungry? Yes. Then have this. Thank you. You. If you go through here, you'll find Bale. You can go there if you like. But we don't know anybody. Why don't you go to my house? It's too big for my mother and myself anyway. You are? My name is Levitz. I am a knight into the service of King Albert. Thank you very much. How kind of you, Sir Lovitz. He's a good guy. I'll never forget your kindness. Thank you very much. Thank you. Freedom. I have been waiting 20 years and it will soon be mine. I am glad that I am alive. Now we're north of Serdio, which is basically a different area map. That's interesting. So I do want to end up going back. See if I can get back to Celis, because I feel like there's going to be something there. But that is, in fact, all we have time for today. I actually went a little bit over the time I was expecting. I will probably be ending these streams at 10 o'clock, plan on about a 3-hour stream window for Legend of Dragoon, see how fast we can get through it. But it seems like save points are a little bit in need of more than I expected. Like, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, they put save points relatively frequently. It seems like there might be save points scattered a little bit further than expected in this. Either that, or they expect you to use the overland saves, which is entirely plausible as well. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for the compliment, Tide Breaks. Yeah, I don't know exactly how long this game even is. I know I've been through multiple discs before, but I've never been to the end of the game. So yeah, I basically forgot everything about this game other than the combat and how it vibes. There's a couple pieces of disc 3 that I remember, I'm pretty sure. But after that, like, I remember something else that happens in disc 1. I know it's disc 1 because I know it happens early. And something in disc 3. But other than that, I'm kind of blank on the fucking plot of this game. So we'll be exploring this together. So yeah, same bat time, same bat channel. We'll be back next time with more Legend of Dragoon. I'll probably be doing some more Diablo here and there. Trying to get ready for the season. I don't know if I'll stream all of it, but I'm probably going to stream whenever I'm, just kind of chilling out. I've been kind of just streaming in my front room lately on the Xbox whenever I do get to stream, but I just haven't had a lot of time. But when I do, you'll see me. Tide Breaks, feel free to ask since you got the game, feel free to touch base on where I'm at the beginning or end of the stream, and I'll let you know, so, you can catch some Diablo if you want. I also try to tag my Diablo streams with, what act I'm in, so, once you start playing, you'll know if you can tune in based on the act tags. But yeah. Till then, hope you have a good time, and we'll